Going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Ryobi pressure washers being recalled because, whoops, they might just explode. Now, this brought to us thanks to Fox 11 Los Angeles, which somehow Fox is still business, and somehow Los Angeles hasn't burned to the ground completely yet. Now, they say, quote, and again, it's credited to Austin Williams, who's a writer at Fox 11 Los Angeles, and they say, quote, 780,000 Ryobi pressure washers recalled for explosion risk, injuries reported. There you can see the Ryobi, or if you're a tool guy and you don't like them, you pejoratively will call them Cryobi, as a lot of guys, kind of like Harry Potter, kind of choose what house you're going to be in. Are you going to be a Milwaukee guy, a DeWalt man, or even from Japan, a Makita, or Ryobi? There's like one or two other brands. But interestingly enough, most of them are owned by two companies, but nevertheless, a lot of guys are really big into their tools, which I guess pun mildly intended. Now, they say, quote, nearly 780,000 Ryobi pressure washers sold at retailers, including Home Depot, are being recalled across the United States as well as Canada because of an explosion hazard linked to dozens of injuries regulators announced earlier this week. The United States Consumer Product Safety Commission know the recall affects Ryobi branded pressure washers, electric pressure washers number RY1 42300, again RY1 42300, and RY1 42711VNM. They say the device's capacitors can overheat and burst, causing parts to forcibly eject. Officials warn that the defect poses a risk of serious impact injuries to both users and bystanders. Whoops. And in terms of getting ahead of recall, no, they certainly did not, because injuries have already happened. Now, they say, quote, so far the company has received 135 reports in the United States of overheating capacitors, including 41 explosions. At least 32 people reported injuries ranging from fractures to damage to their fingers, hands, face, and eyes. Which, granted, if it happened to me, some people might say is an improvement, but nevertheless, that Health Canada said no additional injuries are reported in Canada. Lucky them. They say in total, 734,000 units were sold in the U.S. and 16,000 in Canada between July 2017 and June 2024. Recalled washers were sold for between $300, and $400 at Home Depot stores. Because again, that's their direct brand they own. Also made by TTI, same company as Milwaukee Tools, which will piss off some tool guys. Yeah, I know they sometimes use different parts, yada yada, but TTI makes both of them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm one of those guys where I like a gas engine because they're easier to work on, easier to self-repair. It blows my mind that people are paying $300 or $400 for an electric one. But nevertheless, they say that consumers should immediately stop using the recalled pressure washers, and Ryobi is offering free repair kits with replacing capacitors. They say company details are available on the company's website. The recall comes after a string of product alerts from TTI Outdoor Power Equipment, which, again, that's who makes all of this. They're a subsidiary of Tectronic Industries. They also know that earlier this year, the company recalled Ryobi mowers and hedge trimmers over fire and laceration hazards, which, not great. And again, people already make fun of Ryobi. They call it Cryobi. It is the cheapest of the major tools out there that you're going to buy. And again, I usually tell people if you're going to use a tool once per fiscal quarter, once every couple months, Ryobi's pretty good for that use. Like, it's designed for like not even the prosumer. It's like, again, you're going to use this thing once or twice a year. I'd say buy Ryobi. Like, if you're going to do it multiple times a month, I would argue to get something a little bit better. Get like DeWalt or Milwaukee or one of the higher end brands there. Or if you got bougie money, you go for a Hilti. Those are really cool. And from Liechtenstein, fun fact of the day. But again, this is so bad for Ryobi because everyone already makes fun of being the cheapest, being the most unreliable compared to the others. And again, Home Depot, they're the exclusive distributor. You can't buy Ryobi from Lowe's or Target or Walmart. It's their thing. It's their brand. So it also hurts them as well. So I gotta say, Ryobi, you are once again certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.